All right, it's Power 106.
Yep.
It's that Liftoff show. Our Maryland homie is in the building.
Yeah.
Hot album out right now. I mean, he doesn't really need no introduction. IDK, welcome back to the Liftoff, man.
I might need an introduction because people be calling me I don't know and shit.
I was about to say, how often do you get that?
All the time. Like, all the time. Like, oh, it's I don't know. I'm like,
Probably
yeah,
pretty
it's
model
me.
girls, though. It's
me.
like, do
that's
you,
when, yeah,
you
when
know?
when that happens, then it's kind of okay. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta let it slide
turn
every
the
once
other
in a
cheek
while.
a little bit, but
Yeah.
no pun intended.
Yeah. We were talking off the air about your day yesterday. Can you talk to us about what your day was like, what your day consisted of?
Yeah. Yesterday was an interesting day. Shout out to Evan Ross. We got up, got some food, and chopped it up a little bit, and then he's like, "Yo, you want to go to this thing tonight?" I think it was Winnie Harlow, and basically he just, it's like, yeah, I'm like, cool. I never go out. Like,
yeah,
that's like not my thing for real. But I was like, all right, I'm gonna go out and see what's up. Literally, when we get there, the first thing that happens is paparazzi. Like, I get out the SUV and it's just like I can't even see, bro. Like, it's so much lights.
Them cameras move fast.
Yeah, and then we go take some pictures, blah blah blah, and then I go in, and so I'm chilling. Everything's good. I meet a couple people. Everybody's showing love. A couple girls walk up to me like, "Oh, we were just listening to the album." Showed me that they was listening to 10 Feet.
Man,
I was like, damn. I kind of felt like this would work for them, but now I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
And then so it's time to go. So I'm about to leave. I literally get outside and I'm about to hop in the SUV, and in the car next to us, all I see is Offset just get out of the car. He sees us like, "What's up? Hey, I'm about to perform. Yo, come with me." Come. So now we're back in the club. Cameras again. And then we go into to his section, and I'm just chilling with him for a little bit. And then somehow, some way, it took a little bit long for him to perform. So I'm like, all right, let me just go, because it's way past my bedtime at this time.
Like, yo, what are we?
I'm not used to this.
I'm asleep at 11, bro.
Yeah.
I'm up at 6. It's like we like 12:31 right now. So I'm trying to leave. So I go to leave, and as soon as I get to the door, and I could see my car, all I hear is the 4-bar count. A nigga might ask for the cash in exchange. I'm like, yo, they played my song. So I'm like, all right, I'm with my boy. I'm like, we got to go back now.
Hell
Like,
hell yeah.
Then we go back, listen to the song. Then they play the song again.
Fire.
And I was just like, damn, man, this is really happening to me right now.
I mean, I think the thing that's most surprising to me is I feel like, I don't know, I feel like more. This doesn't happen to you often, is what it sounds like. No. You know what I'm saying? But the music, it speaks for itself, and I feel like motherfuckers should know this already. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, are you still adjusting to people knowing your music?
The best way to say it is, I don't even know if I'm ever going to adjust to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've been doing this so long, and no one gave a fuck for so long, that I'm just so used to it. I love it when I see it, but I'm never expecting it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just that's just instilled in me that people just don't know. I don't know.
And how long have you been doing it? When did the journey start for you, man?
2012.
Okay.
I've been doing this. It's almost been 10 years. I know I look young and all that. It's been almost 10 years. And I've been grinding like through all the ups and downs. I've survived every era of rap since 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've seen people come and go, and go, like, and I've been here the whole time, just minding my own business, doing my thing, creating my own
working
world,
on your craft.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man.
And now, the new album is out. You see for yourself.
Yeah.
Which is a great fucking body of work.
Hell
Congrats,
yeah,
man.
Thank you.
Congrats. And I've been seeing the numbers. The numbers are crazy, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now I hear I feel like a lot of different influences on the album, man. Talk to us about that, because now this isn't a bad thing. I'm saying this in a good way, but like, I feel like back in the day, people that listened to, I don't know, MF Doom might not have fucked with you know,
Offset.
Yeah, Offset,
Right.
or you know what I'm saying. I feel like it was very hip hop used to be very segregated.
Yeah, 100%.
Like the keep it real crowd,
Right.
and then people that liked everything else.
I was okay.
Yeah, and no, I was gonna say like because I used to be part of that keep it real
Right,
crowd.
right,
So
right,
back
right,
in the
right,
day, it's
right.
like I didn't listen to fucking Cash Money or shit like
Right,
that.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
But
I
I
get
hear you flipped a few Cash Money records in there,
Right.
but you still got Doom on the
Yeah,
project.
Jay
You got
Electronica.
Jay
Yeah,
Elect
yeah.
on the project.
Yeah.
What was it like? What were your musical influences?
Well, I'll answer that two ways. And actually bring up a different question after that. My musical influences were always diverse.
Mm-hmm.
My whole life. Evelyn Champagne,
Dope.
Michael Jackson,
Mhm.
all the way to Cash Money,
Mm.
like Big Timers, all that.
Yeah.
Those are my peoples. I grew up on all of that, 50 Cent, a lot of that stuff. So I was always diverse, but I think like right now I'm in a place of rewriting the rules of what a rapper should be.
Mm.
That's why I'm doing things like, teaching that course at Harvard and then still like making music and all these other things. I'm trying to rewrite what a rapper should be. And I think that people put these rules in the creativity of rap music in a world where we can't be confined by rules anymore, right? It's okay to like if you like a song, you like a song.
Yeah.
It doesn't, just because you are in this group or lane doesn't mean you can't get into this lane or this group too. You know what I mean? That segregation, I always talked about that. Rap is so segregated, and I don't believe in that anymore. Like I think that we're in a new world, and I think the listeners are getting smarter, and they're having more of a diverse ear.
Real
Yeah.
talk.
You know what I'm saying? For that the song Red, that specific song. If I let y'all hear the original version of it, it was literally the way the drums were. It's like New York City, hands folded, and SOBs like this. I took all those drums out. I redid the drums. I put trap drums on there, heavy 808, and it felt like stadium when I was done with it. Like having a hook like that, to me, opens up a different audience, because if you listen to MF Doom, Westside Gun, and Jay Electronica, it's a specific group of people that like that, right? But when you put that hook on there now, girls feel away. The way I'm rapping on the verses, girls can be involved in it. Now you can sing along to it. Now it's like a journey.
Right.
It's not just us trading bars, you
Yeah.
know? A lot of people I saw were upset that Doom's verse was so small. And that's the reason why I didn't want any track listing and none of that, like names on it. I wanted it to just all be a surprise.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you just hear them, then it'd be like, oh. But I got excited, and I posted the cover art a couple months back, like, yo, I forgot that was one of the things that I didn't want to happen. But the reason why his verse is the way it is, or it's not even a verse, I call it a pre-hook.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, one, no one's bold enough to use, in my opinion, use him in that kind of way.
Yeah.
It's short. It keeps the run time of the song low, so it's like you could get through the whole song. It's not too much rapping, too much. And then it's like, for me, the fact that we're hearing his voice, he cleared that before he passed away, by the way.
Wow.
I don't want nobody to think that I just threw that in there real quick. No. That was already together. I already knew I wanted to put this song together. I want to hear MF Doom in the club.
Yeah, of
Right.
course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of
Like,
course.
I want to hear that. I want to hear Jay Electronica in the club when we're used to just hearing them in certain other environments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm here to do. And I'll be the guinea pig if that's what you call it, but that's what I'm with.
Nah, and I appreciate that, because obviously, like, as I've gotten older and started working in radio, my music palette has expanded, and now I listen to everything. But I had to go back and listen to all the old shit that I missed in the 90s and early 2000s that I was like, nah, that shit ain't hip hop.
Yeah.
They ain't keeping it real. And now
yeah.
going back and listening to that shit, I'm like, damn, I was a fucking idiot, bro.
Yeah.
Some good music.
We got forced to do that because what became mainstream made you almost have to say, all right, either I'm gonna get with the program or I'm gonna just fight against the grain,
Yeah.
And the way the world works, in my opinion, you make your life difficult when you don't at least try to understand why things are going in a certain direction, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of like that too. Like if it wasn't real heavy lyrics and all that, I just thought you weren't good.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But I realized when I saw women reacting to a certain thing, and it wasn't the things that I thought was rap, and it's kind of like, okay, other people respond to this. Actually, I was having a conversation with Ye, and he said he's not really he doesn't care so much about technical rap. That doesn't, like, he's not on that. Like, it's like, what are you saying that makes me feel good? I don't even care if it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I feel good when I hear that.
Yeah.
And you got to keep that in mind, you know? I think certain songs, you got to show people every now and then you come
Get
on
your bars
LA
off.
Leakers,
Yeah.
and you let them know,
Right.
like, you remind them,
Yeah.
you know, here and there, like, don't forget about it.
Yeah.
But I think it's about making things that change people's lives, and people can live with it every day. You know, it doesn't have to always have to be something you have to think too deep about. You just enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fair.
That's dope,
Dope,
man.
dope.
That's really dope.
Have you do you get involved in reading comments and reviews? The reviews on the project have been phenomenal.
So far, shoot, but I'm waiting for Anthony Fantano to give me a 1.5 out of 10.
Wait, is that the dude with
needle
the
drop.
bald dude with the glasses?
Yeah,
that
the
dude?
bald dude with the glasses.
Okay.
I just figured that because, you know, my music, especially this album, is catered a lot more towards a female audience. That's why I'm seeing a lot more women like really like being receptive to what I'm doing.
Right.
Also, if you don't go to the club, if you don't go out, if you don't be around women, if you don't like to dance, a lot of these songs might not make sense to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know if he does any of those things. No disrespect, I don't know. So
Yeah.
hey, bro, we'll see what we get. But so far it's been good.
That's been
Yeah,
great.
the people have spoken, man. It's
Right.
it's a great body of work, man.
Thank you.
How
Thank
long did you work on this project for?
you.
Throughout the pandemic and
Throughout the whole so I'll say a year and a half, but it was like I would take 3 months off, come back to it.
Okay.
Like I just didn't feel rushed. I
Yeah.
felt like I'm in that place in my career where I make enough money to be able to like just live a comfortable life and not feel like I need an album out.
Move at your own pace.
And also, you know, I do a lot of other things that, you know, keep my money flowing. So like it's never like, oh man, I need to put an album out. I don't feel rushed. I didn't feel rushed. So I'm glad I was able to take my time on this one.
What was the process different being that we were in a pandemic, or do you kind of always record the same way?
I got one of the first thing I bought before I got my record deal, I had like a good amount of money. I bought my studio equipment. And like I'm talking about like the best equipment.
Top of the line.
Sony C800, like $10,000 mic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
20 now, you know, it's an appreciating asset. But,
nice.
but I got that and I got all the work. So I was never handicapped when people couldn't, you know. And then also I got talking about keeping it hip hop. Just, you know, you never know when somebody might throw some bars at you and you got to wake up and go to your other studio real quick in the crib and you know,
Get
whip
something off real
and-
quick.
Sharpen it up.
You know
a
what I'm
little.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, the right person say the right thing. I may not even tweet back. It might just be a SoundCloud link. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have to be ready for that.
Yeah, of course.
That's right.
Of course.
Speak to the fact though of the importance of, you know, we want to talk about, you know, what you got with what you're doing with the teaching at Harvard and
Yeah.
you know, the shoe situation. We're going to get to all that, but just, you know, being an artist but keeping multiple streams and having an open mind, I think that's a great lesson, you know, for a lot of other people who are paying attention right now to this interview.
100%.
Especially from an artist perspective, who a lot of people put all their eggs in one basket. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you speak on your mindset a little bit on that?
Well, this is something I always thought about. Music is the easiest intellectual property to monetize that brings residual income.
A lot of big words there.
Yeah.
A lot of big words.
Meaning
I'm going to listen
you
back
could
to this interview.
literally
Right.
rap a verse right now, record that, put it on iTunes. Somebody's going to hear it
Right.
when you promote it to your audience.
Right.
It could be you might make 50 cents, but I believe in you. You'll make a couple $1 million.
Thank you.
You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you. Yes, sir.
I love it.
Yes, sir.
I love it.
And that literally, you just did that just now. And
Right.
It happened. And you'll make money forever off of that. That's one of the things that I think a lot of people need to really understand about music and understand about the importance of music, but then there's another thing that comes with music that's very important, especially rap music, and that's influence. It's very influential, especially right now.
Right.
So if you do rap music and you popular in rap, because of how influential rap is, you might be able to get the ear of somebody in film. And they might just try to hang out with you, you know, because you lit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They trying to be with who's lit.
Of course.
But then you might have a really good idea that can get you a movie deal. You know what I'm saying? You might have a really good idea that can get you a sneaker deal.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Sir. It just depends. So I think like that's the important, like understanding what the real value of doing rap is outside of you loving it and it being your outlet. Don't think about every dollar for dollar. Think about the opportunity that it creates.
Yeah.
That's really what it's about.
Speaking of sneaker deals, talk to us about Nike real quick. What's the situation there?
Because it looks fly, man.
So without saying too much, because there's a lot that's about to happen that you guys will see. They gave me the opportunity to do something that I've always wanted to do my whole life. Yeah. And it's the beginning stages of it. And it's something that
we don't want to get you in trouble. We don't want to get you in trouble.
I can't talk about it too crazy, but it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. You kind of know what I'm trying to say without saying it.
But it's a dream for every kid, though, man. Like we can't wait till you're able to speak about it and you come on back and chop it up. Congratulations in advance, though. No, just the post on Instagram and everything look mad exciting.
And you know how hard it is for a rapper to even have that opportunity to work with them to that capacity. That's why shout out NJ and Lena, because they really made this happen.
I know Lena. Shout out to Lena, man.
Yeah, shout out
She's cool
Lena
as fuck.
And NJ, man, because I've been working with them and having a relationship with them for a while. But the ideas that I came with and what it's based around and the importance of it just made it kind of a no-brainer for us to finally, you know, get in bed and get some stuff going.
Fire.
That's dope, man. Do you have like a favorite Nike sneaker? Like, is there one? I know it's hard to narrow it down, but
damn,
is there one that stands out that you're just kind of like?
It's gonna be the Dunk and the Air Force One for sure. If I have to keep it simple and just off. Because there's so many that I love. Yeah. But the Dunk and the Air Force.
There's probably a lot of people in DMV upset right now. You didn't say Nike boots or like foam posits or something.
Yeah.
I had my phase with foam posits. I had my phase with Nike boots. They good shoes. I got a pair of Nike boots right now. Still. Yeah. But it ain't nothing like that Air Force One. That was actually my first shoe that I actually really wanted. And my mom got it for me. We went to the Nike outlet.
Yeah.
They had the 20th anniversary high top Air Forces, the silver and white. Ooh. I remember putting them joints on and coming to school. What?
He was the man.
You know what I'm saying?
He was the man.
Yes, sir.
He was the man. Okay. Yeah, those are some good choices, man. Those are some great choices. Back to the album, man. Was there stuff that you took from the last album? You know, a lesson or something, or just anything that you were like, okay, I got to make sure I do that different on this body of work.
One was just letting people speak, because I was like, man, it's gonna be album of the year. I was like gassing it like crazy. Not that it wasn't. Yeah, I believed in it that much, but sometimes I still believe in this album the same way. But I just rather people say it. You know what I'm saying? Like that feels better. Yeah. In my world, is album of the year. That's fine. But let people speak on that. That's probably what I.
Yeah, everybody's entitled to their opinion, basically, and yeah.
Do you have a favorite song off the album?
It changes all the time. I like 1995 a lot. I think it's my most innovative approach on making a song and the storytelling for me. Bro, I said, only time we ate together was eating at Applebee's. Parents had so many jobs, our family tree was an apple tree. And a lot of people don't get that line. Do y'all get that?
Wait, hold on. Say it again.
Time.
Only time we ate together was eating at Applebee's. Parents had so many jobs, our family tree was an apple tree.
How many jobs our family tree was an apple
tree? Whose
tree?
parents has jobs?
Whose parents have?
If you were a parent and you had a bunch of jobs, it's Steve Jobs.
Yeah. Okay.
Apple tree. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Apple tree.
Fire.
Okay.
Fire.
That was that. I'm not gonna lie. That went over my head.
Yeah. Okay.
That went over my head. There's probably a lot of
okay.
people. There's probably gonna be a lot of people in the comments like, "Yo, they're fucking dumb as fuck." But stop. Listen, dog.
Most
That
people
went
don't
over
get
your
that.
heads too.
Hold on. I had to let that sink in because when them days came, it affected the way I see men.
Sink in, semen.
I was talking about my stepfather cheating on my mother. I had to let that sink in because when them days came,
semen,
that affected the way I see
semen.
Changed the way that I saw how men are supposed to approach women. You get what I'm saying?
Damn, bro. So wait, hold on. Is this like? I mean, I'm sure it's like this with most artists, but is this your form of therapy? Do you?
Yes.
This is like
hell yeah. This album alone, is my form of therapy. I'm like, I came to terms with a lot of shit on his album.
Yeah, because there was a few lines I remember hearing, and I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like they sounded very personal.
Very.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I wonder that, you know, I figure most artists, you know, this is their form of therapy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, you just gotta ask, like, is it hard writing some of that stuff, or does it just feel good? It's like lifting the fucking weight off your shoulder.
I freestyle, like punched in most of this album, probably 80 or 90% if I was to give it a percentage. And that's the best part about not writing things is you just say what it is.
Yeah,
you don't have to think.
You don't think about it.
If I was to write these, I probably would have changed things. I probably would have. It's like you just say it, bro, and then it's like, man,
I said it.
Said it. Fuck it. It's already there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's as authentic as it comes. That's as authentic.
Has that always been your process?
No, I just started doing that. Like I just be going in and doing like verses 10 minutes. Like it'd be like, I don't know how, 10, 15, 20. It just be like I go in there and just do it. And it's there and it makes sense. And it's like, I'm like, damn, how did I think of that so quickly? You know?
Yeah.
It's been, I think the 10,000 hours is really starting to show. Like, it's like getting to that point. Like, before I would take days sometimes to write music and shit.
Yeah.
But now I just say what I feel and I'm getting better at it. It probably takes me longer to make a song where I'm singing. But when it comes to rap, it's just, it's getting more and more simple, you know? Is
there any lines on the album where you thought about changing, where you're like, ooh, that might be a little too much? A couple, but then I just lived with it. I think, honestly, on Santa Monica, when I said I can't tell if they men, I was thinking about that, and I was just like, man, I don't want to offend nobody. I didn't think it was offensive, but I just don't want to offend nobody when I say this line. Of course.
But when I dug deep into what the root of what it meant, it was basically about my toxic masculinity and seeing and my misconception of what a man should be. You get what I'm saying? It was me coming to terms with that when I actually said it. You get what I'm saying? I had to think about that. So I said, it's important for me to say this line in the context of this album, because at the end of the day, I literally shift like on Hey Auntie when I say, a man saying how he feel, make him feel like Mulan, a bitch in a man's clothes. Guess that's what I stand for. It literally ties right back to that beginning part when I said that line in Santa Monica.
Man, dude.
It's like,
it's like a movie.
And I'm sure, especially in 2021, man, as sensitive as everything is, people are going to take your lyrics and, you know what I'm saying?
That, like, really break them down.
Yeah, bro.
Overanalyze.
Let me tell you this. To make change, you have to be of the things that need to be changed. If you're coming from this perfect perspective and you don't do the shit, like if I didn't go to jail and I was, 3-4 times I can't relate to, having to wait for your commissary and people put money on your books and all that. People from back home would feel a disconnect from some of the things that I say if they've been through those things. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
I did it and I'm of it and I accept it, people are more likely to change. But if I come from this perspective of I'm perfect, don't do that. You're not supposed to do that. People just be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, fuck out of here.
Fuck you. Of course. That's why it's like a line like that. It's important if we looking at changing the way people think, it's important for me to keep it in there for for the people who think that way, so that when they get to Hey Auntie, they realize they come in like, I'm one of them. You know, this is me. I feel you.
Yeah.
But then they realize I am you, but I can also change. You know what I mean?
That's a bar.
It's a bar.
Yeah, that's a bar. Do you ride around to your music?
Hell yeah.
Or
on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
serious.
Yeah, as you should.
I go all
should.
the way down to where like Beverly Hills and come back. Like I love that shit. Driving fast. I got like AMG and shit.
Pushing
super sport mode, like just going crazy.
Hell yeah, bro.
What would you say you learned about yourself in the process of creating this album?
I learned that not even just about myself. I learned how to not give a fuck about what the world is going to think of me. Because I know that if I want to change, and I should change, I can change. I have that power. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So, like, you know, and then just the vulnerability, like in this album for me, is like I realize it's like superpower. You know, like it's like, damn, I said that. There's nothing else I could say that's gonna bother me. Like it's out. Now what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like how much worse could it get? It's not even that bad now.
Yeah.
To be really honest with you, man, a lot of women respond very well to vulnerability.
Of course.
Hell yeah, they do.
Of course.
Hell yeah.
Like men be thinking like being
we
super
can't be
masculine.
Yeah.
That's how you get women. No, man. Like sometimes you got to be in touch with your emotions and your feelings. And me being able to do this in this album, you know.
What do you think it was that made you comfortable to do that? Because I feel like I used to be, you know, the same way. Like, man, I ain't no bitch. I don't, I ain't fucking. I don't cry. You know what I'm saying? I don't get sad. And then, but I feel like for me, it changed when I had my first kid. Like when you know what I'm saying? Like when I had my first kid, like it was something, bro. Yeah. That was just like, holy shit! Like it touched a different part of me. You know what I'm saying? That I didn't know existed. Was there something for you that made you comfortable or made you just not give a fuck with, you know what I'm saying, expressing yourself and you know?
I realized I'm a representative of a lot of people and a lot of people's emotions and feelings. And if I don't do it, somebody else may have to. And if that person doesn't do it, a lot of people would be trapped. I realized that. And also, it's not that bad when you just tell people how you feel.
Right. Be honest, for sure.
It's really not. Yeah. Like whatever misconception we have of like what happens when you do that I realize it's not that bad, bro. It's actually a lot. It feels so good to walk down the street knowing that everybody knows some of my deepest, darkest secrets. And I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
liberating, bro.
Like,
it's like you feel free.
I might not even know you, and you heard the whole album, and you know my story.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
So.
That's dope, man.
True. All right, let's get around to Justin time in.
Oh,
real
you want to
quick.
Hold on.
Put like 60 seconds on the clock. See how many questions you can answer.
Let's go, yeah.
You know.
Hold up. Okay, we ready when you are.
IDK is here. New album, USEE4YOURSELF is out. Yeah, man. Instagram or Twitter?
Instagram.
Favorite sport?
Basketball.
Would you rather be remembered as a rapper or an artist?
Artist.
Who's going to win the NBA Finals?
Bucks.
Ooh, he predicted that too.
Bucks.
Way before.
Yeah.
Right.
What's your ultimate vacation destination?
That underground, underwater hotel in Dubai.
Oh, in Dubai.
Oh,
we talked about.
no.
You wouldn't do it, Mel?
Hell no, bro.
Okay, wait. Would you go to outer space?
I don't know about that. That seems boring. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck is up there?
I don't know. There's a hotel up there, though. Apparently, there's a hotel.
Yeah, they're building a hotel somewhere up there.
Define what the word leader means to you.
Someone who's not afraid to get into the things that other people are afraid to get into.
I like that.
Yes, or take the first step.
That's what's up, man. IDK, thank you for
sir.
joining us today.
I appreciate you.